Hey guys, it's Dennis the Grass Monkey Lawn Care here, doing an episode of the Shop Talk series. In this episode here, I want to talk about lead-generated businesses like Home Advisor and Thumbtack, and why I think those are things you should probably stay away from, why they're bad news. Um, Here's my experiences with both of them, both Thumbtack and Home Advisor. I used them both last year, and the turnout on them was not real good at all. Um, I did a review video on Home Advisor a while back. Got a lot of views on that, a lot of feedback. But I want to talk more in depth about both of them and why I think if you're looking to use them or being contacted by them, I would say to run like hell and don't look back. Um, Starting off with Home Advisor, like I said, I used them all last season. Um, I would say the first couple months were pretty decent. Leads were coming in that were actually good leads. Landed a lot of jobs off the bat, but then slowly but surely they just started to deteriorate as far as the quality of leads went. You'd have a lot of them where you would get the notification to call them. You would call them back very quickly. No one would answer the phone at all. You'd leave a voicemail. You could email them. Nothing gets back. And then trying to get credit for that stuff is a pain in the butt. It's not worth it. And then, towards the end, like I had one customer last year that didn't pay me for the last 2 months of service. And lo and behold, what pops up on my phone? A lead from that gentleman. So I contacted Home Advisor, let them know, hey, this guy didn't pay me last year, and I'm not paying for this lead. Um, and it was just it was like trying to jump through hoops to even get the money back on that one. I even told them the address. I could have showed them in my database as far as yard book goes that he was a current customer and his outstanding bill that was not paid at that point. So it's crazy with those places. I mean, they're all about getting you signed up, getting your money, but as you progress through it, trying to get your money back on crappy leads, it's a pain in the butt, and it's just like they're not working with you at all. I think their customer service sucks. Another example, my subscription was coming up due, I think it was last month, and I tried to cancel it over the phone after I talked to them about that bad lead. And so they're like, well, you can't talk to me. You have to call back and talk to another person. I called back, thought I had it canceled. They didn't cancel it. So I had to call back again, double check to make sure it was canceled. I talked to somebody else and finally got it canceled. So I mean, it's a runaround, with those guys as far as Home Advisor goes. Uh, I would not recommend them at all. And then Thumbtack, another lead generated business, a little bit different setup on that one, but similar as far as how you get your leads in. With that whole deal, it'll come across and it only goes out. You only have 5 people that can respond back to it. And, I went after like 20 of them just to see. But, how are you supposed to give an estimate when all it does is it gives you the job, the area it's in, the date of completion they'd like it, and other than that, you need to send something back to them saying, hey, I would like your address to take a look at the job to give you an estimate. But none of these customers want to give you the address at all. So, I mean, how are you supposed to do an estimate, let's say, on a landscape job or a lawn care job? Because I don't believe in doing bids blind. Uh, I don't do them. They always get me, in the end and bite me in the butt when I show up and the customer tells you one thing and it ends up being something totally different. So, you try and, say, hey, I'm Dennis at Grass Making Lawn Care. I'd like to get more information. If you could give me your address, I'd be more than happy to swing by, take a look, and give you an estimate so I can provide you with an accurate estimate for your job. But they don't want to give you nothing, and it's not worth the time to even respond to them. I even had one where they said they hired me, but as soon as that happened, they changed the terms of what they wanted done. They changed the date or the service dates, like they wanted it weekly. Then they said, well, now we want to do it bi-weekly, and then now I want you to do this. And I'm like, that's not going to be the price then. Like, we agreed upon this because that's what came across, and now you're switching the terms of what you want, so I need to switch how much this is going to be per cut. Well, they didn't like that, and so they didn't hire me. So, I mean, these people are crazy. I would say you spend more time trying to respond back to these people and getting nothing back in return. So, I mean, you're better off just not even bothering with it. If, that's at least my 2 cents on it. It's a big runaround. Why even bother with it at all? I mean, because your phone will go off a million times with Thumbtack. You know, it's just random stuff, like stuff that you don't even, you know, put in your description of services, like junk removal or something like that. I don't do junk removal, but yet I'll get 2 or 3 requests a day, you know, saying, hey, do you want to put a quote on this? No, I don't want to put a quote on that. I don't do junk removal or random stuff. Like, I'm not a sprinkler guy, but I get people requesting sprinkler bids. Why? I don't do sprinklers. You know, and that's all my profile. Like, I don't know how they even get this stuff sent to me, but they do. So, I mean, lead generate or pay for lead generation business stuff, I think it's just a scam, honestly. I mean, you might get 10 leads come in. You're lucky if 3 of them are good, you know, as far as Home Advisor goes. And then, you know, Thumbtack, you know, I mean, you're damn lucky if you get an address to go give an estimate, you know, at least from my experiences. And that's all I'm really talking about in this video, guys, is my personal experiences with these companies. You know, they'll contact you. If you haven't been contacted by them yet, they'll call you. They do want your money. The sign-up fee, I think, for Home Advisor is around $250. Sometimes around specials, you can get it a little lower. Like, even when I canceled my Home Advisor subscription with these guys, they contacted me 4 more times. Hey, we'll offer you a great deal if you come back to us. No. I told them no. They called me back the next day. I already told them, I spoke to somebody else. I don't want to do this anymore. Like, we're done. Don't call me anymore. Well, we can give you a great deal. We can cut it down to like 180. No, I don't want it. You guys suck. Next day, phone call. Next day, phone call. I mean, these people just don't get it. I mean, it's all about, you know, getting that money up front, and then once you're in the door, they slam it shut, and good luck with opening it back up to get any kind of help from them. So, guys, that's my 2 cents on these services that they provide with both Home Advisor and Thumbtack. So, I just thought I'd put that out there for you guys, at least my thoughts and, you know, what I've been through, you know, as far as personally and from a business point with me with those companies. As always, guys, thanks for all the new subscribers. We're just shy of 500, so I greatly appreciate all the new subscribers, all the current subscribers, for taking the time to watch the videos, leaving the thumbs up, guys. If you like the videos, I do appreciate it. Without you guys, I wouldn't be doing this. It wouldn't be worth the time to do it without having you guys, you know, give me feedback or wanting to watch more videos. So I really do appreciate it from the bottom of my heart to you guys. You know, like I said before, we are on Instagram. We're a little bit more active on Instagram than we are on YouTube, just because it's a little easier when we're out working to just snap pictures of some work. So Grass Monkey Lawn Care is the Instagram name. So come check us out on there. Other than that, guys, thanks for watching. And like I said, if you liked the video, hit the thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed yet, feel free to subscribe, guys. Thanks a lot.